For 100 years, baseball was haunted by a ghost. His name was Babe Ruth. He was the great Bambino, the only name that sat above it all, the only man in history allowed to dominate from the mound and the plate. When he retired, baseball made an unspoken promise to itself. That will never happen again. The game became too specialized. Pitchers pitched, hitters hit. Roles became rigid. To try to do both was considered arrogant. It was physically impossible. But then, Shohei Ohtani didn't just break the rule, he laughed at it. In 2024, he created the 50-50 Club. 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single season. No one had ever done it. Not Barry Bonds, not Willie Mays, and not Babe Ruth. But that was just the warm-up, because the story we are telling today isn't about a great season. It's about the 24 months where one man took the ghost of Babe Ruth and buried him.
This one comes in a big spot, flipping this game upside down.
To understand the ending, you have to understand the beginning. Shohei grew up in a place where reputation mattered more than attention. But when he announced he was coming to America, the experts weren't excited. By their response, it seemed as if they were offended. Scouts famously called him a high school hitter. They said he couldn't handle the velocity. They said he was just a circus act. And for a while, it looked like they might win. Ohtani spent 6 years in baseball purgatory with the Los Angeles Angels. He was doing things we had never seen, throwing 100 miles per hour and hitting 40 home runs, but nobody even saw it. He was the greatest player on a team that couldn't win. It was the tungsten arm tragedy. He would strike out 13 batters, hit a home run, and his team would still lose. The world wondered, is this it? Is he just a museum exhibit? And then, his elbow snapped. 2023, his second UCL tear. For a pitcher, this is usually a death sentence. Doctors performed an internal brace surgery to reconstruct his elbow. The critics whispered again, he's done pitching. He's just a hitter now. But Ohtani used the silence to build a weapon. While his arm was strapped in a brace, he spent 2024 destroying the National League with his legs. He founded the 50-50 Club while he was technically injured. But he knew that was just the appetizer. He was already waiting for 2025, and he was waiting for October. If 2024 was the magical season, 2025 was the horror movie. Ohtani was finally healthy. He was pitching again, and he was angry. Let's talk about the night he broke the sport. Game 5 of the NLCS. The Dodgers needed a win. Ohtani took the mound. For 7 innings, he didn't just pitch, he painted. 10 strikeouts. His fastball was touching 101. His splitter was vanishing off the table. He suffocated the lineup, but that wasn't enough. He walked to the plate 3 times, and the sound was different. Crack! Home run to right. Crack! Home run to center. Crack! Home run to the upper deck.
Ohtani has done it again! His 3rd home run!
10 strikeouts, 3 home runs in a playoff elimination game. It was a stat line that looked like a typo. It was the moment he stopped being a baseball player and became a myth.
This is where he goes, right? That ball. They get 6 more.
And then came the marathon. World Series Game 3. 18 innings. 5 hours of war. By the 14th inning, players' legs were cramping. Pitchers were running on fumes. The fans were exhausted. But Shohei Ohtani, he looked like he was just getting warmed up. In a game where legends usually fade, Shohei refused to make an out. He reached base 9 times. A walk in the 10th. A stolen base in the 12th, a double in the 15th, just to keep them alive. This wasn't adrenaline. This was control. Pressure didn't elevate him, it merely clarified him. He carried the Dodgers on his back for 18 innings, dragging them across the finish line, not just to a victory, but to a title.
Bounces one up the middle, bits to the back, over to first to beat the champ. You gotta knock him out. The Dodgers stand tall and win back-to-back titles. Randy Johnson, like Grover, Cleveland, Alexander, like somebody.
So, let's get back to the question. Is he the greatest of all time? Babe Ruth played in an era with segregated leagues. He didn't play at night. He didn't have to travel across time zones. And he stopped pitching when the hitting got too tough. Shohei Ohtani faced 100-mile-an-hour sliders. He flew across the world. He recovered from 2 elbow surgeries and still did what Ruth couldn't. He didn't choose a path. He chose everything. We aren't just watching a Hall of Famer. We are watching the baseball player we were never supposed to have. The ghost of Babe Ruth can finally rest because a new king is here and he wears number 17. That's just the math. I want to know what you think. Is Shohei the undisputed GOAT, or does the Bambino still have the crown? Are we missing someone else? Let me know in the comments, and be sure to share, like, and subscribe. See you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining us again for another story here on Game Changers. We try to provide the stories behind the players, teams, and moments that have changed sports forever. Please like, subscribe, and share with people you think would enjoy this content. Thanks for the support, and see you in the next video.
Today, Shohei Ohtani with his 9th home run, 2-0 Dodgers.